even have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. And in case you didn't know, back in the day, everybody want to receive some credit, but I'm going to tell you the truth. And I put it out here so that anybody can call in and say it's not true. Billy Jones, I'm the first person that brought Bon Appetit on the air. I was doing J.D. Hill's program, and I brought Bon Appetit out to talk about Bon Appetit. And for my Oakland fans and friends, and for some of the Detroit folks who may remember, I even started doing a little Jones-sized demonstration, slow-mo, and because that's the direction I was going to go, but I don't think that Mr. Hill was saying no, so I stopped. He didn't say it directly, but I just got a vibe that that wasn't working for him. But at any rate, and all of these years, this man has continued to do his Bon Appetit, so he's not, he's young, but he's not young at what he is doing. Tell me about Bon Appetit.
Yes, sir. Most definitely serve good, fresh, hot food for you. If you're looking for ribs, dry rub ribs, looking for chicken, looking for lamb chops, steak, lobster, whatever the case may be.
You got those sauce ribs too.
Yes, sir. We got the barbecue ribs also.
And so we're not trying to tell you about the exact menu, but I know that he puts in at times that surf and turf. What is that?
Surf and turf. That's the steak and lobster that we put together for all our clients that love it. They continuously order steak and lobster, so we always keep it on our menu.
Now, again, we're not trying to tell you today what the menu is going to be, but I want you to get your lips ready because
that's right.
He also brings in various different sides. What are some of the sides you put in your menu?
We do collard greens, macaroni and cheese. We do asparagus. We do rice. We do flavored rice.
That's two different rice. That's two different rice.
Two different rice that we make personally. So it ain't none of that sticky rice. All our rice is fluffy and good.
Put together by Bon Appetit style.
That is correct. That is correct. So we have various different sides for all our different menus that we do have. And as of today, too, I do have an order of a whole slab of ribs personally from Bon Appetit to you, Mr. Jones.
What?
Yes, sir.
I get to take home a whole
slab.
My God.
When you go home, I'm going to give you a whole slab today.
Hey, this is what I'm saying, bro.
Yes, sir.
This is what I'm saying. This is VIP service.
Yes.
Very rare. Very rare do I get the VIP service.
Mr. Jones get all VIP service. I love Mr. Jones.
I love my son.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But basically, if folks want to contact you and start asking you questions about how to put their orders in, because folks, you can't just you can walk up, but it may be gone.
That's correct.
Believe me, I learned by being late. But and that was and I'm a VIP, and it was gone. He had to look back in the kitchen. Well, I can throw this together for you. But at any rate,
that's true.
So you want to call early, find out about the menu that he'll discuss with you, personal, and how to pick up the meals.
Most definitely.
How to give him a couple 2 or 3 times that telephone number.
313-444-5048. 313-444-5048. That's the number to call. Pre-order your meals. Just call and say, hey, what's on the menu. We also added fried chicken because we have
fried chicken now.
Yes, sir. We have a new fryer.
Oh my goodness.
For chicken. So we have a chicken fryer and we have a fish fryer. So yes.
Chicken fried.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And don't forget my slab today, bro.
I got you. It's right up there waiting for you.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna have some, and I don't want anybody calling me, trying to ask me, can I have a piece of your rib? No, I'm selfish. I will tell you, I'm selfish. I'm going to enjoy my slab of my rib.
Indeed. Yes, sir.
Thanks, bro.
I'll have it before you even get off.
Wait. Give me that telephone number one more time.
313-444-5048. 313-444-5048.
We want to do this on Sunday because there are times that I'm taken out of my slot on Wednesdays and I don't get a chance to talk to you. So we have another way to have you and I do our thing.
Indeed.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Going to bring in Roger now. Come on, Roger. Step up to the plate and get you in on this.
Yes, sir.
I had to get him down here on a Saturday. He looked like he eats good, too. You
when
try.
I'm lucky.
When you lucky.
Sometimes I'm late. Gotta
Hey,
go to bed with no supper.
whoa. Oh, you're gonna have to mess around and get you a slab so you can be like me, take it over 2 or 3
I can
days.
only have the beef, man. I can't do the pork.
Oh, you can't do the pork.
Can't do the pork.
Okay. Well,
But it smells good.
you can come down and get a good sniffful of sniff. No, that means that you can get you some chicken or you
Yeah,
can get you
yeah,
some fish.
yeah.
Um, get you some
Collard green,
steak. You can
steak.
get you some.
That's steak,
Mm,
steak. I'm a steak guy.
yeah, well, he got a straight up steak dinner too.
Okay,
Okay,
we'll work
but
it out.
anyway, tell us a little bit about you and what it is that you are trying to bring to the family. And take your time because we have a little
Yeah,
time
yeah.
today.
Well, first I have to thank you for allowing me to come back. I had a good response the last time I was here, and thank you for being gracious and letting me come on at my leisure. And so, with that out the way, um, about me, I'm an entrepreneur, overall business developer, uh, real estate developer. I work with other people along with myself doing small and large projects. So it could be independent projects, it could be global projects, and through the Chamber of Commerce, we have even branched out to entertain global
Mm.
developments. And a lot of them, a lot of the inquiries want to come here to Highland Park. So I'm hoping today to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of what's going on in Highland Park.
Well, I'll tell you, since the last time that you were on the show,
Mhm.
uh, in fact, I've had inquiries from folks asking me about you.
Okay.
Uh, Wanted to know, is it real? Are you real?
Yeah.
And I have had to do nothing but put my stamp and say, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's different. The man has energy. He's busy. He travels, etc. Hey, Sean. Um, but uh, as we get ready to get started,
Okay.
is there a contact number for you?
Yeah. Let me give you all the contact information. So you can call the
There is
Chamber of
a
Commerce.
sound behind us.
You can call the Chamber of Commerce at 313-349-0587. Our email is hpmichamber@gmail.com. And the website is hpmi.org. And then also you can go on Facebook. You can find the official page at Highland Park Chamber of Commerce on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of the social media outlets. And then my personal Facebook page is Roger Penzabene Jr.
Mm.
on Facebook. So just send
Pensay Jr.
Penzabene.
Now, when you're a junior, that means that your daddy must have been doing something.
Yeah, he was doing something back in before it was Motown. It was Hitsville, and he was there, and then it became Motown, and he was a writing partner of Norman Whitfield and Baird Strong, and he
Wow.
wrote a lot of songs, namely for the Temptations and Gladys Knight, some of the Isley Brothers when they were at Motown. So he did some things.
So your commitment to this community comes from your bloodline.
If I guess you could say that I've been around. I've never lived in Highland Park,
Mm-hmm.
but I grew up for the most part in Boston Edison, right on the few blocks from Highland Park. So I've been in and out of Highland Park. I've had relatives and friends all my life in Highland Park. So
Well, we're going to put that telephone line on the screen so that in case folks want to interact, they can call in, and the numbers are 313-868-0346. I mean, 04. Wait,
my number.
this number.
Oh, okay.
Is that 868-0342?
Yeah.
That's the number. Call anybody want to talk, call that number and it'll roll over and we'll get you on the air with Mr. Roger
Penzabene.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, please call and ask me whatever. I'm ready to engage the stakeholders of Highland Park
Okay, and
and all points in between.
oh, tell me something now. Does the Chamber of Commerce, uh, Highland Park, do the community? Do they support the community of the Men's Club, the Mothers Club, and other community organizations, church, etc.
Right,
What type
right.
of support are you receiving there?
Well, in the support we're receiving, the Mayor Yap, has been very supportive. Commissioner Wayne County Commissioner Martha G. Scott has been supportive. I'm a member of the Elks Lodge,
Okay.
right around the corner from here. So, and then I'm a member of American Legion Post 70, Captain Naomi Bell Post here in Highland Park. I'm a member of the Lions Club here in Highland Park.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been supportive. And then a lot of the stakeholders, the United Tennyson Block Club, Mr. Humphreys is the president of that. They've been very supportive. I want to talk about a few things they've done recently.
Why don't you take off on that?
Okay, well, as you know, Highland Park just celebrated the centennial birthday on the 4th of this month. They turned 100 years old on the 4th of April. The mayor has a committee that's working to put events together for throughout this whole year. So they had a kickoff banner unveiling on the 4th, the morning of the 4th. It was windy and cold, but we had a good turnout. We were in a tent over at Mama Sue Harris's Avalon Village, Jacoby Robb Park, and they had a tent set up, and a lot of the elected officials and a lot of the candidates turned out, and some notable, civic leaders and things. So we got the local media out there. We had Channel 4, Channel 7.
Sean, can you come out and let me whisper something to you?
Channel 4, Channel 7, and WWJ were out there. And so Highland Park is starting to get media coverage. But Tennyson Block Club, Mr. Jeffries and Tennyson Block Club, I intended to wear it today, but didn't get out the washer in time, just to tell the truth about it.
Mm-hmm.
But
so you do your own thing.
Well, me and my wife, but also, but his Block Club donated a bunch of shirts, a bunch of T-shirts with the Highland Park logo on it and everything to show support. So they donated, I would guess roughly thus far, maybe 40, 50 shirts. And so his goal, his Block Club's goal, and we supported the chamber, is he wants every Highland Parker and every supporter of Highland Parker throughout the year to wear these shirts at some point in time. But we're planning a lot of events, and one of the events specifically is going to be around.
Hold up, because I see that we have our telephone lines are completely filled up.
Okay.
And let me go to, I believe this may be Mary in Oakland, California. Mary, is that you?
Yes, it's me. Good morning to everybody.
Good morning, Mary. Hold on. I got to have these folks here in Highland Park to speak real quickly. Thank you. Don't go anywhere, though, Mary, because I'm sure that Mary is going to have some conversation about what's going on in Oakland and similar to what you're doing here. Okay, I'm going to go to this line right here. Hi, this is the Talk Beat Jones. I'm Billy Jones, and you are?
Roger Penzabene.
Do you have a question or comment for my guest, please? Hello? Okay, we'll clear that line. Hi, family. This is the Talk Beat Jones. I'm Billy Jones, and my guest name is
Roger
Penzabene. And do you have a question or comment for my guest?
How you doing today, Billy?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for taking time to call.
First, I got to give a shout out to TV 33, Comcast Channel 91.
Yes, sir.
WHCR, Highland Park, Detroit. Second, I got to give a shout out to R.J. Watkins. Mr. Tyler's getting better. Rest in peace, J.D. Hill. Shout out to Billy Jones.
Thank you,
Mr. Ramsey, Ms. Making Diva, Ms. Perryman, Minister Malik Shabazz, Hair Doctor, and all other TV show hosts for TV 33. Yes. How you doing, Mr. Roger? I would like to thank you for gracing this early Sunday morning coming down to Billy Jones Show. Thank you, Billy Jones, for being a part of International Hip Hop. Yes, this is DJ Monsignor International Hip Hop.
It is an honor, brother.
The comment that I would like to make is Mr. Roger,
Uh-huh.
this past weekend, I went to go pick up a ticket at WHPR. So that means I had to go into Highland Park. When I went into Highland Park, okay, I used public transportation this particular time. I noticed on Manchester and Woodward this past Friday that Highland Park Police was doing community policing. Let me repeat that. Highland Park Police was doing community policing. This is what community policing is. Okay, it's a major thoroughway, Woodward, plus it's also Manchester's across, where there's bus lines. Highland Park Police was monitoring the people or making sure they were safe while they're waiting on their bus. Highland Park Police was sitting in the parking lot just right there on the corner, making sure everybody was safe. I'm bringing this up to the point that right now there's a new concept and attitude and mindset in Highland Park, and you're part of it.
Right.
If you live in the city and you choose to live in the city, you can't be scared to put that city on your chest, now can you?
I don't think you should be.
You know,
But that's the point that you promote.
and with that, we've noticed a new energy, a new drive, a definite commitment under this mayor.
Right, right. And you have to understand politics to really appreciate the efforts that he's making. A lot
What's
of
his name again?
Hubert Yap.
Hubert Yap.
Yeah, and a lot of the things that he's doing and attempting to do, he gets a lot of it done just through collaborative efforts, working with the Chamber of Commerce, working with different block clubs, working with a few business owners, etc. Because he doesn't have a budget. He doesn't really have the funds from the city's coffers. Also, it's a lot of pushback sometimes between the city council and the mayor and different people. So, you know, the mayor, you know, has to take the good with the bad like everybody else. But the effort and the intent is what I'm trying to work with.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's not right. It's not perfect. It's you know, sometimes the ball gets dropped, but the sincere effort and intent is there. So I try to stay positive and go with that.
Well, we'll say the tool of success the concept tool of success that you just initiated is you cannot win a race unless you start.
Right.
Let me repeat that. That's the tool of success. That I'm just saying that you inspired based on your efforts, because I'm now remembering that you are part of the Highland Park Chamber of Commerce, correct?
I am the chairman and the CEO of the Highland Park Chamber of
So
Commerce.
I know my comment enhanced your experience in your community. Now, didn't it, sir?
Right.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Yes, it did.
The other tool of success that's being spoken of right now.
Hold on just a moment, okay? Hold on just a moment. Family member, are you there?
Yes, Billy, I'm holding.
Okay, hold on. This is Annie. Hold on. Annie,
All right.
we're going to probably move you along so that we can get other calls in as well, okay? But I want you to hold. Mary?
Yes.
Based upon what you have been hearing so far, what are your thoughts?
Let me say good morning to Roger.
Good morning, Mary. All the way
What I
in
like to say
California.
is there was a young lady who came up to TV 33 talking about the Highland Park, and she was protesting the idea that they were trying to put black people out. Now, you come along with something of a conservative type menu.
Mhm.
I'd like to know what's going on.
What?
Let me ask you, Mary, do you know what show that woman was on?
It was on your show.
Not on my show, no.
Oh, yes, she was on there.
No.
What?
No. I know my pro format and I know the
Okay.
people. And
Like I said, I was just trying to, I want him to answer the question.
you can do that.
What is going on?
Wait, Mary.
Yes.
You took the elephant and made him like a mule. Your memory is greater than mine. I did go through my memory bank, and now I do remember there was a person that was speaking about the value of Highland Park and that they were doing things trying to get Highland Parkers out so that they can get these other folks in because the value of the land and such was being put up so high.
Right.
Okay, so go ahead, sir.
So it really depends on what side of the fence you're looking at. If you're looking at it from a business point of view, and you know Highland Park, I don't know how well you are knowledge base of Highland Park, but Highland Park has been disenfranchised roughly 30, 35 years. Nobody cared. So nobody wanted the property. Nobody did anything with the property. The residents here, for the most part, I mean, if you're gonna like tell it like it is all the way around, people you have to take pride in your own backyard. So when you let things get blighted and just go down to where they're practically worthless, and they've used the city as a dumping ground for all types of undesirables, disenfranchised, this and that, and they have operated and built the city based on underclass, based on poor. All right. So people call it affordable. They got other terms, but it means no money, no power, no resources. So now,
well, who do you consider? Wait a minute. Who do you consider undesirable?
I'm saying,
are you putting up yourself as better than other people?
No,
Mary,
listen what I'm saying.
The
city, when Detroit, when people couldn't have sex offenders in other communities, they sent them to Highland Park. When they had drug clinics and things like that, they sent it to Highland Park. When they didn't have, when they had AFC mentally ill homes that people didn't want in other communities, they sent it to Highland Park. They sent literal garbage. People would collect refuse from other parts of the neighboring cities and dump it illegally in Highland Park.
That happens at Oakland.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the residents that were here. I'm talking about the abuse that they have suffered due to really leadership. When you got bad politics or things of that nature, the people in charge can't get a hold of it or can't handle it, then what you expect the stakeholders to do. So I'm trying to give you a backdrop on what's going on now. Because of the location of Highland Park to Detroit and the wealthiest county in Michigan, Highland Park is in between those two. It's a geographical gold mine. So now with all the development in downtown, midtown Detroit, Highland Park has increased in value. Also, Highland Park has a rich historic legacy that everybody, sad to say, didn't appreciate or didn't know. So now people are exploiting that and celebrating that, and both depending on how you look at it and what the intent is. So the value is going up. That's good for the African American and the minority and everybody that lives here who owns something. If you own something, you want it to increase in value.
The roads coming down to TV 33 a few years ago, prior, and the roads to come from Woodworth to this station, it looked like it had been bombed out. People had been dropping bombs. Potholes were so bad in the community, in the neighborhoods. You could ride through the neighborhoods and you'd be lucky in some places if you made it out without busting your tire because the potholes and etc. were so bad. This city was so bad. Everybody's talking about the water cutoffs and the water, etc. Can you give them a little history about the water situation?
Yeah, but I will, and I just want to address this, what she asked me first, because it's very important. Like I was saying, if you own property anywhere, not just Highland Park, you want it to maintain its value and increase in value. So now all you have to do is know how to protect your property for your legacy, for your children, grandchildren. So I don't think you will find any homeowner or property owner complaining about gentrification or anything else. It's the people who don't really own anything that and don't really have anything to contribute, and they're getting pushed out. The true fact is, and I won't sugarcoat it, they're getting pushed out economically because they can't afford to stay where they are. It's just a mess.
Is that because in the areas that I just was describing, I have been able to witness new homes going up in those neighborhoods.
And rehabbed homes.
And rehabbed homes. I've watched and I can now go through the neighborhood in which the streets have been paved I can now come to this studio in which the streets are paved, which means that from persons that's looking at potentially making an investment in Highland Park, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it's becoming more attractive. It's becoming more accessible, and that's because you're starting to generate dollars. You're starting to generate interest. If I'm mad, then I'm gonna say everything is bad. If I got ulterior motives, I'm gonna say it's gentrification. I'm gonna say this and that. But if I own some property and I want to rent it out, I want to rent it out for as much money as I can fairly get. So if I have to change because the past 10 years I had to take somebody on general assistance and a vendor payment because nobody else wanted to live here and I didn't want my property to sit vacant, I worked with that. But if I have the opportunity,
yeah. Well, wait a minute, Roger.
Yeah.
Can I say this? I mean, while you're helping everybody else, don't forget the poor. That's all I'm trying to say.
I'm not.
That's what I'm trying to say. Remember,
okay.
The government sent drugs into the cities, right?
Okay.
So they could get messed up.
Right. So listen, I welcome the controversy.
Please, Roger,
I'm gonna say this.
I'm gonna get off this phone so somebody can get on.
Okay.
Do me a favor. Do not call it the ghetto, please.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, Mary. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Like I said, you did not say that.
Yeah.
And so what we have to understand is that when you spoke early on, it depends on which side of the fence that you're speaking on, and you were explaining the other side. So we have to understand when we're speaking to folks and they're speaking their mind, it's their interpretation.
Right.
And like I said, Mary is a very strong advocate for the mental ill
Black
persons.
community.
And she is also, like the man says, for the black community.
Right.
She's witnessed the abuse in the black communities. She is a person that's an advocate for the Section 8 folks, et cetera, et cetera. So that's why she's so strong.
Let me set the table.
Before you do that, go ahead, bro.
Mr. Roger.
Right. Hello.
Can you hear me, Mr. Roger?
I can hear you fine.
Okay. I want to say this. I want to thank you for what you're doing. Because one of the things is, I'm a generational resident. Even though I moved away, I've been back here 20 years. So I've seen Highland Park since the year 2000 to 2018. And what you're doing, if you've been here, what you're doing is helping anybody and everybody. Because there's not a city in the United States that does not have an upper class neighborhood to help substantiate the community of homeowners that pay taxes. Every city has one. Downtown has one. You're trying to create one in Highland Park. You're trying to create an avenue of fashion in Highland Park.
Yes, sir.
You're trying to create that if your car breaks down in Highland Park, you're not going to get robbed. You're not going to get killed. This is what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
I know this is what you're trying to do. This is one of the reasons why my recommitment to WHPR. WHPR don't own the TV station, but WHPR has made a commitment to Highland Park, and that's what you're doing. And anybody who's making a commitment to Highland Park, we all understand. Because you have to live here. If you never lived in Highland Park, you will never understand what's going on right now. Am I right, sir?
You're exactly right. And I appreciate you for the compliment, not just for myself, but on behalf of the entire Chamber of Commerce, the people I work with, because I'm the front guy. I'm the guy that goes out on the radio, the television, in the community. And so everybody sees me, but they don't see our experts and our team that's behind the scenes for the most part. So thank you for appreciating us. Thank you for acknowledging it. I look forward to meeting you, too, at some point in time. Give me a call or reach out so we can get together.
He's a great guy.
I got you, because right now, this is the time to, they have, I'm going to speak some of the history of our community, okay? Right now, there's this thing in August, okay, that's called the cruise.
Okay.
Nobody ever talks about the reason why the cruise started at 8 Mile. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the cruise really started from going from Belle Isle to downtown to 8 Mile to the State Fair. That's how it started. But remember, at this time and era, there were people in the Tri-County area that refused to entertain work or socialize inside the 8 Mile. So that's the reason why that crew started at 8 Mile in August. Now, what event used to be on 8 Mile in August?
But wait,
What was it called? The State Fair?
Right.
Okay.
So I'm just saying that the original crew was going from Belle Isle
Okay.
downtown all the way up to Woodward to the State Fair.
Okay. Now, what
Now,
I want,
mind you.
hold on. Now, he's here now to give us some updates about things, projects that he is working with. Go right ahead.
Right,
please.
right. So real quick, because we got a lot.
Well, I thank you. You will be meeting DJ 8 Mile, Mr. Rogers. And I
All right.
appreciate you, Billy Jones.
Thank you, and we
And thank you
appreciate.
for being a TV personality for International Hip Hop. And you both gentlemen have an amazing day.
Hey,
Thank you.
you have a greater day, because, bro, you know, all you do is put out love and knowledge. And like I said, I am so proud to be a part of your group. Okay, thanks, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Mm-hmm. Go right ahead, sir.
Okay. We lost Ann, I guess.
No, you talking about Mary?
No, it was Ann.
No, Annie's still here.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
Annie is listening, just like Mary was listening by telephone
Well,
from
let me-
Oakland, California.
Oh, okay.
But Annie, you still there, right?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
All right. So let me get today. Before I forget, today at 25 at New Grace Church at 25.
Rather than saying today, because we do
Sunday.
rebroadcast.
Okay,
So
Sunday.
what date?
What is this? The 8th.
Okay.
Is this the 8th?
Okay.
I'm not. I'm checking.
We'll just say Sunday.
Okay, Sunday, the 8th, April the 8th. I think it's the 8th. Today, Sunday.
Well, tell you what is a number that they can call you, so in case it's the wrong date,
Okay.
and also if the date has passed, then they can call you and you can let them know what
Wait.
happened.
Okay, it's an event. I want to get the word out for those that are listening live.
Okay.
Uh,
However, because again, what I try to do is make it so that I'm letting you know that we do have the luxury that folks who may not be up at this time can listen to this broadcast at a later time.
Okay. All right.
Today and this day and the next day and maybe even during the week.
Okay. The number that you can reach me at 313-349-0587 to get updates what's going on as we know it in Highland Park. But today is April the 8th. It's Sunday morning right now at this broadcast. And Sunday the 8th at 4 p.m. in Highland Park at New Grace Church at 25 Ford Street. It will be an event, a gospel event with some artists of stature that everybody knows. Some well-known gospel artists will be performing, singing, etc. This is sponsored by Brian Banks, former state rep, candidate for state senator right now. Brian Banks, he's hosting and promoting this event. It's free of charge. It's free to anyone, all Highland Park residents,
Front door.
and anybody who cares to show up. So I wanted to get that out there. That's at New Grace Church in Highland Park at 25 Ford. We just celebrated the centennial. The mayor had a banner unveiling, had a birthday party at the Elks this past Wednesday on the 4th. We have the health fair coming up at the Rec Center in Highland Park on April the 21st, 2018 from 11 p.m. to 3 p.m. I'm sorry, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Rec Center at 10 Pitkin Street in Highland Park. That's the locals know it as Reggie McKenzie Field or Hackett Field House.
You talking about the guy who is running the Oakland Raiders?
Yeah. That's the same one who ran with O.J. Simpson.
We didn't get him them 2,000 yards.
That's it. Reggie McKenzie.
Bad
Reggie
man.
McKenzie.
And
So-
he's the one that helped bring back John Gruden, the silver and black,
Yeah.
for his last year in Oakland, California, before they moved to Vegas and become the Vegas Raiders. With John Gruden, and Reggie McKenzie calling the shots behind the scenes.
Yeah, so
New England.
It's gonna be some smash mouth football.
Oh
going
my
on now.
goodness!
Old school football.
And I know I'm just kind of moving into a different direction. And one of the best punters, to show you how John Gruden works, one of the best punters in all of the NFL, Mr. King, who John Gruden says had a personality problem. He cut him. And he was one of the best punters, black guy, in all of the NFL. So John Gruden is cutting folks even before he's got them in camp, because there's a certain style of person that John Gruden's want. The silver and back baby. I live in Detroit, so I'm a Detroit Lion fan now.
That's blue and silver.
Yeah, blue and silver. So, but that silver and black is what I was raised on. Go right ahead now.
Yeah, so we have a lot of events. The Centennial celebration will be going on throughout the entire year. So look forward to a lot of things. You can stay in touch and follow along on Facebook if you become friends with the Highland Park Chamber of Commerce. Make sure you're in Highland Park, Michigan, and not Highland Park, Illinois. It's two different Facebooks.
Tell me now, how do black businesses get their funding in Highland Park?
Well, there's various ways that they get funding. It depends on really the size and the nature of the business. But Highland Park is development ready. They have been certified by the state and other organizations. What that means is big business now can come in and do major development, like residential developments, different types of land development. So Highland Park now is approved to get grant funding and different government subsidies that they weren't previously able to get. It's a major construction project going on now on Hamilton. Mm-hmm. And if you go up there, you'll see them clearing out the old Helm plant, clearing the land there, making way for new construction. That's underway. Us at the Chamber, we own a commercial property at 91 Glendale, the former Royal Nursing Home. We are taking that property out of blight. So that's going to be a world-class business hub, handling all
now,
finance.
Got some things to ask you.
Okay.
I'm going to give you two questions so you can wrap them up.
Okay.
Does Highland Park have a real tax base now that the big companies are moving in or moving out? But I've noticed that we have some franchise companies moving into Highland Park. And the second question that I want you to wrap it into is, do you see a public school system emerging in Highland Park?
I'm glad you asked about the school. So first, let me speak about the economics. I'm not with the city. The Chamber of Commerce is not part of the government here. We're an independent civic business organization. We just work with the city as much as we can. So we're not privy to all the details of the income and infrastructure, etc. We have to gather our own data, whatever they don't share or post. So I would say, from an economic point of view, they have a nice corporate tax base on Oakland, down Oakland Boulevard. You got some major corporations in Highland Park's backyard, such as Magna Corporation, which is a tier 1 automotive supplier. You have Coca-Cola. You have Easttown Distributors. You have Great Lakes. You have Penske, Yinfang. Dialogue Direct.
Now,
so
with these businesses that are moving into Highland Park, is Highland Park doing like Detroit, in which they're giving these folks the
abatements?
Yes.
I would assume so. I know some of the companies that have been here, they do or did have abatement, and the city council and the mayor has not released that information to myself yet, so I don't know. But we do, when we try to bring a business to the city, a big employer, a major corporation, that is standard that you try to negotiate for some type of abatement. So I would assume, as Highland Park tries to attract like major hotel chains and major developments, that I hope are prepared to give out some incentives as far as
when
tax
you say
abatement.
Major hotel chains, Highland Park, if you're going to go to uh, uh, different areas from one side to the other side, you have to come through Highland Park. But at the same time, Highland Park can be a good jump off spot if you want to come to and have a nice place to be. You can be in Highland Park and get to Detroit very easily,
5 minutes.
or you can go to the other side, which is what,
Oakland County.
and you can get there very quickly.
Yeah, Highland Park, if you're going down just to Woodward, because we take the street, traveling north, you're 5 minutes to the wealthiest county in Michigan, which is Oakland County. So the first city would be Ferndale, going north down Woodward. If you head south to the river, the downtown is 8 minutes. Approximately 8 minutes, depending on traffic, all of that, and it's 5 minutes from Midtown New Center. So Highland Park it's like a net. It's a geographical gold mine for developers and businesses.
Now, is that State Fair area, is that a part of Highland Park?
No, that's Detroit, and that's the Palmer Park,
Yes.
Detroit area. But it's 5 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
A little less if you step on it, but just when we're giving out the numbers, Highland Park is 3 minutes from every freeway, traveling in every direction.
That's what I mean.
So it's like if you couldn't find a better location if you want to start a business, especially if you're an entrepreneur. Like right now, we talk about the opportunities. Like some people say, "Oh, this is a bad thing." If you're a minority entrepreneur and you want to have a business on Woodward, Highland Park is your only chance.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have $1 million to get in the game,
Yes.
you can't go to New Center. You can't go downtown. You can't go to Midtown. If you go to Ferndale, then you're out of Wayne County. You're not supporting Wayne County. You're not supporting the largest county, which holds the biggest minority population.
I noticed
so
a
Highland Park is
tremendous.
your best bet.
I noticed a tremendous amount of development on Oakland Ave, and which they took some of those buildings or buildings that have been there for many, many years, abandoned, made them beautiful. I was able to note that there is some rehabbing of construction of buildings that are occupied during that Oakland Avenue area. I noticed that Nandy, who used to be on Woodward,
is on Oakman.
is on Oakman. So
we
it's Oakman. I'm in Oakman.
It's Oakman. Oakman
Oakman.
versus Oakland.
Yeah,
Oakland.
Oakland.
Yeah. So Oakland is the industrial part of Highland Park. Oakland Avenue runs from 6 Mile all the way back through the north end down to East Grand Boulevard.
Yes.
So that's for Highland Park's portion of it. It's mainly industrial. But Oakman Boulevard that runs down and connects back into Detroit, that's what you speak of. So yeah, Nandi's Knowledge Cafe moved over to Oakman Boulevard, right off of Hamilton. If you at Hamilton and Oakman, she's right on that strip right there.
That's what
kind of between Hamilton and Focus Hope.
That's what I was speaking of when I was speaking about the development of the old buildings, and they have tremendous. Well, I say this because I'm looking at all of the employees that have been brought into that location. Give me more information before we turn it over to my man, Mr. Bon Appetit. I looked over and saw them ribs and got
I got to talk about the school thing real quick.
Go right ahead.
So you asked about the schools. April 21st, Highland Park will go. So on the 22nd. So April 21st, the emergency manager is leaving the Highland Park school system. It'll return to an independent school system. So Highland Park has an independent board. The president of the Highland Park School Board right now is Miss Alexis Ramsey. She's doing a great job. She has the school board on track to settle all their debts early, like 13 years. If they stick to the schedule, they'll settle all their debts 13 years ahead of time. If I'm correct. Contact her for the exact information.
Being 2 to 3 years off is still not bad.
Yeah. So she's doing a great job, her and her team. And so Highland Park does not have a public school at all right now. But it's things in the work. They're working with the Chamber of Commerce. As I understand it, they will be entertaining different bids and different things to hire new teachers, to just get the school system back on track. So
Well,
check with.
I have listened to Marley B
Mhm.
because Highland Park has a television program here with Marley B
Right, in the know.
in the know,
Uh-huh.
and of course Mayor Yop will come, and I've heard him talk about the school systems and his aspirations about
Right.
bringing back the public school system.
Right. And I can tell you this, from the Chamber of Commerce point of view, we kind of introduce some offers that's on the table now for consideration with the school board and the mayor, and hopefully we can get the city council in the conversation. But one of the companies, one of the groups, is a HBCU that wants to come and
What does HBCU mean? What is that standing for?
historical black colleges and universities.
Okay.
So that's like Howard, Morehouse.
Mm-hmm.
What's a few others? Those are two. Spelman.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the three I know most. What's it? You know.
Oh, you got we are forgetting the church. I mean, the school, of course, at
Tuskegee.
Tuskegee, but we're forgetting the school that Martin Luther King graduated from, Morehouse.
I named Morehouse.
Oh, you didn't name
Yeah, I
it?
said Morehouse.
Oh, okay, okay.
But so anyway,
Howard.
I said Howard.
You said Howard.
Yeah,
okay.
those I know the big ones.
Yeah.
So I know
Spelman.
I said that
You
one
said
in
that one?
Tuskegee. I got all the
Okay.
big four,
Okay.
but somebody else has to fill me in. I'm sorry, I'm rusty with my
Well, see,
academic history.
what I would start doing, I would start naming some of the other colleges like Grambling,
Okay.
because see, I would start going through the perspective of the black colleges that sent during the AFC, American Football Conference, into the professional ranks, because that was a upgrade in terms of the guys leaving colleges and going into professional football. They may not have been able to play in the NFL,
Hmm.
but they became big stars in the AFC.
Right.
Okay.
So I just the school board is back. They need the stakeholder support. I mean, when I say that, the residents that live here,
Sean, I need you on board.
you have to demand certain things, right?
Mhm.
That's the first step.
Mhm.
So make your vote count. Vote in your own best interest. Don't vote just because you know the person or you feel bad. You don't want to tell them, whatever. Vote in your own best interest, and then get involved. Volunteer. Call up Lexus Ramsey and the school board and ask them what they have planned. Offer whatever services and resources you can offer. If you're a retired teacher, maybe you can be what do they call it, student aid, or
Mhm.
just everybody get involved. That supports your community. And I just want to say it's important for those to combat this thing about pushing people out and things like that. It's a major development on Hamilton that's an African American development, and I'm talking. This is a multi-million-dollar development. When I talk about the historical black colleges want to have a presence in Highland Park. When I talk about independent African American business owners who can set up shop on Woodward Avenue and things like that.
What we're going to have to do, and for folks who want to find out further communications about Highland Park, on Mondays from 9 to 10 a.m. Excuse me, is that 9 to 10? Marley B. 9 to 10? From 9 to 10 on WHPR TV 33, cable channel 91, Marley B brings in the updates and the developments that's happening in Highland Park. Now, with this gentleman, you can see that he has so much more to offer, but my time is run. Sean, I need you to come out, has run down, and I need you to give them a contact number and see if I can't get you back on the show again to give them further information from your perspective at a later date.
Okay, you can call me again at 313-349-0587. Email at hpmichamber@gmail.com. And you can look for me out and about around Highland Park. I'm always out. I'll be out today at the gospel event at 25 Ford Street at New Grace Church. I'm always somewhere in Highland Park.
All right. Give me the number and we're going to let you go.
313-349-0587. Call
right.
me up.
Call him. All right, brother. Thank you so very much.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you now. All right. So, family, Annie,
Yes.
real quickly, tell me about that Jasuru that concentrated.
Billy, I'm really upset this morning because I found something new and I knew it all the time, but I wasn't doing
Okay,
it.
you
I
can't
was
talk.
looking for the outside of my body, and some of the inside is what I need to work on,
Okay.
and that was the joint. So that's what this Juicera is all about, the joint. Now, my knee
Okay.
been giving me bad problems with the surface and all like that. And last night, something told me to up that Juicera, and I did 2 spoons. Billy, and I'm walking around this morning with no brace or nothing on this left knee that I've been crying about for over a long time.
All right. Well, thank you, Annie. Okay, Sean.
Yes, sir.
I want to get you back in here so that, first of all, Bon Appetit is on what day?
Every Saturday from 12 until generally like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, but we've been selling out real early. So I would say just pre-order your meals as soon as you can.
Pre-order your meals as soon as you can.
That's you right there. I don't know if you want to show them or not. They might meet you at the front door.
All right, I've got my bodyguard. Oh, Lord. Wait.
You see that?
You see this? That's mine.
That's how you like it.
That's
dry
mine.
rub,
Dry
no
rub.
sauce, all flavor.
Look at this. Y'all, now don't get jealous. Don't get envious. Just come where on Saturday?
150
I
Victory
can't
Street.
put it back in the pan. I'll let you do it.
Okay. No, that's the fat end go in at the
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I haven't had a slab like this.
It's all right. We'll get to it. And I'm going to introduce you to Bon Appetits. We got our own bag of chips also.
Oh,
You should see that?
bag of chips?
Yes, sir. Bon Appetit chips.
Oh, my goodness.
So, that's you right there, Mr. Jones.
Wait, explain this real quick.
Just complimentary to everybody that get a meal from Bon Appetit. They get a bag of chips.
Wait a minute. Now, you've got the packaging.
Yes, sir.
You got the chips inside.
Yes, sir.
You've got Bon Appetit Elegant Catering Service, LLC,
Yes, sir.
313-444-5048.
Yes, sir.
Elegant at your service. We cater all occasions, dinner, birthday, cocktail parties, barbecues, graduations, weddings, and corporate luncheons.
Yes, sir.
Catering service for all occasions. And this packaging is, oh, look at the back. Oh, y'all got to come get you some chips.
Get you some chips. Come
Okay.
on down. Bon Appetit, we got our own little chips. So every meal that you get a bag of chips.
Created by, I'll let you talk about that at some point.
Yep.
Okay.
Just
But-
expanding our business out here.
Okay, hold on just a minute. Caller, I see you trying to get in.
Good morning.
Talk to me real quick. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good
This is Miss Gladys calling.
Hey,
I
Miss
just wanted
Watkins.
Oh, this is her?
Hey,
Oh,
I just
hi.
wanted to
Hi,
say,
Miss Gladys. How you doing? You are so sweet.
I'm doing okay. I just wanted to call in this morning because I usually don't call nobody. I said I wanted to just say hi to you. You have some guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you
Well,
very much.
All right,
I
then.
guess that goes to Mr. Roger because she was trying to call in doing you on the set then too. But you know what, Miss Watkins,
Uh-huh.
I sure did love you when we was talking downtown at that place where we was paying our tickets.
Uh-huh.
You know, and
Yeah, I remember.
that was so exciting. So thank you so very much, and I appreciate you taking care of your son.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
And don't
He's
forget
done a wonderful job.
And don't forget about this adopted grandson. 'Cause
All right, then. I won't.
Okay, love. I'll see you
Y'all
down.
have a beautiful
Thank
day.
you. We love you up here. I love you. Thank you very much.
Okay, then.
All right.
Thank you, Gladys. Once again, for them to get that Bon Appetit Saturday dry ribs, sauce
chicken
ribs, sauce ribs,
Yes.
new menus,
New menu.
chicken rib.
Fried.
Fried chicken.
Yes.
Hit me.
Fried chicken. We got the lamb chops. We have steak. We have lobster tails. Whatever. We're weekly announce
Change
it on Mr. Jones' program. So we change it every week. So just come on down, give us a call, 313-444-5048. Enjoy them ribs.
Telephone number.
313-444-5048. If you want to enjoy some ribs like this, like Mr. Jones about to enjoy today, come on down and enjoy it every week.
If you want to eat good
Yes.
and stale and stay right here close by,
That's
not
right.
having to go to them fast food places, they got it where it says, my food is fast frozen. The other one says, mine is never frozen. Well, okay, do you get the meat in every day? And the meat that you don't sell, what do you do with it?
That's right.
And the one that's flash frozen, and you walk in and they say, it's off the grill. Tell me, when is the last time you went into that place and they was taking some meat off the grill and put it into a bun for you to eat?
That's correct.
Huh?
That's correct.
When is the last time you seen them grilling it? I don't think so. It ain't flame broiled. If it is, it's flame broiled and put up in there in a microwave heater. Talk about it.
That's right.
I don't see you flash.
Oh, no. Everything. We got the barrels outside. We got the grills outside. If it's ribs, if it's a steak, whatever, we put them right on the grill.
And if they want to be able to come and get it quick and fast, they call. They tell you what you want.
That's right.
You box it up.
Yes, that's right.
And I look at mine.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yes.
I just get hungry.
Yeah.
And I say, no, that one right there, don't even put it in the box. I'm going to eat it on the way.
That is true. He's saying everything is true. That is true.
Yes.
You know, and I appreciate all the repeated customers. For this last couple of weeks, we've been having repeated customers, over 5 repeated customers every week.
And bro, it seems like you are the place to be for many of your TV personalities
Yes.
here at TV 33.
Yes. Marley, Colette, Mr. Jones, Malik, a little bit of everybody.
And your family meetings is off the chain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, family, we love you. We appreciate you. And we're going to let him go back before he gives you that telephone number one more time. Boo!
313-444-5048. Bon appetit.
And we again thank Mr. J.D. Hill, the
Yes.
late, the great Mr.
Yes.
J.D. Hill, because
Yes.
again, he was taught if we put it out there, things can happen. So he put it out there about the need of the van to help support the the elder people that are shut in,
Yes.
can't get out.
Yes.
Sometimes don't have the family members able to come out and get their food for them.
Yes.
And he asked for a van. He got the van. Now we got to get that van painted and get his information on that van. So
That's
if you
correct.
know someone who can do that,
That's right.
please call what number?
313-444-5048.
And you may get you some Bon Appetit chips.
That's right.
Okay, so
All
I'm going
right.
to have my slab and chips today.
Yes, sir. You got it.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Jones.
I mean, this is so classy, bro.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you stepped out on faith and just doing it
I
big time.
I just thank everybody that believed in me and for giving me a shot. You know, they're continuously coming back and supporting. So I have to step up my game and make sure that every time they come to Bon Appetit is an enjoyable moment.
Your mom and your daddy proud of you, boy.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, I call him boy because
No, you good.
You
I
know,
understand. No.
no matter how old I got to be, the man that loved me, my father, I mean, not my father, my uncle,
Yes, sir.
I don't care how old I got, his boy. And one of those situations that he can talk about me, call me boy, but don't let nobody else have anything negative to say about me because he will cut your throat.
Understood. Yeah.
That's the way it
Understood.
works.
Yeah.
My son.
Mm.
Boom.
Appreciate
All right. All right. Thank you. Come here real quick. Okay. Jump back in the shot. Okay. Now, once again, your name,
Roger Pennsylvania
Pennsylvania Junior,
Jr.
and your telephone number.
313-349-0587.
And if they want to find out about the Highland Park Chamber of Commerce, what they want to do,
Call me up. Go on Facebook. You can go to my personal page, or you can go to Highland Park Chamber of Commerce and send a friend request, and I'll be glad to talk to you and get to know you, etc.
all right, family, we got to go. Don't forget, you can call me at 313-412-3111. You need that Easy Silk Hair and Skin Line products. You also need that Liquid Biocell Jasuru. Remember, they no longer have it in the bottle for 1 week. Everything now is in a concentrate, meaning that you get 2 bottles that last you a month. The other, they do not package it any further. So anything that you want with the liquid biocell Tesuru, it comes in a 2-week container. So talk to me. I'll give you the new pricing, etc. on that. But again, 313-412-3111. Thank you, Shauna. Got to go. Bye, y'all.
This is the Talk Beat Jones.